Good morning, this is Sean with Trenchless Pipelining. We are at 5236 Pine Tree Drive. We are looking at the main line. We located a clean out in the front of the house next to the front door. So we coated the pipe from there. We started, we have the camera pushed in that clean out and pushed all the way out to the main line. That's the city you see in front of you. And we're going to start pulling back. This line has multiple coats. We've done a lot to try to stitch this line back together. It looked like a jigsaw puzzle with pieces falling out, and it had a lot of holes. So about every pipe in this house has at least 3 coats. Some of them have 5 or 6. So you're going to see we're starting with a gray coat here. That's probably coat number 3. So here's the gray coat. You can see a little bit of white up there in that crack at the ceiling. But that's where a pipe goes into a fitting. That's why that ring goes all the way around. You're gonna see that crack there has white also. So we go gray, white, and as you can see, so this gray here is the 3rd coat. So it has a coat of gray and a coat of white behind it. And then this was the 4th coat. This is white right here. I guess we just didn't get the brushes down on that 4th coat. Normally, you only do 1 or 2 coats. But again, this pipe was so bad, we were filling holes and doing all kinds of stuff. Now that intersection there, we believe that goes to the neighbor that's under the pool deck. And it continues, if you're looking at the pool, it continues to the left and just keeps going. We couldn't find anything connected to that line. So we think that might be going to the neighbor's house. Man, Miami Beach is weird. All the lines run in the backyard. We had a significant amount of rain last night, and we weren't able to put a clean out cap on, so a bunch of rainwater went down. So this is the water you're seeing here is rainwater from last night. That's the new clean out under the pool deck. We do have a clean out in there. I think since you have this clean out at the front, we're probably going to cover that up. But at any point in the future, it's needed. There is a clean out under the pool deck, and we're going to cap that off, but still leave it accessible if needed. This is the first branch line coming down from the upstairs right there. This whole intersection was missing. We had to build it up with epoxy. We got a little water right here. This whole area was missing. We've filled it multiple times, and again, this is 4 coats of epoxy, so if there was any kind of crack or opening or anything right there, this water would be dry. So it's fully sealed up. There was some standing water here when we did the final coat, so it's not as pretty as we'd like, but again, since that's the 4th or 5th coat on the line, we weren't being super aggressive with it. We were just trying to use this coat more to fill some low spots in the pipe. This section I know has at least 4 coats in it. You can see this area right here. We filled this area with foam because almost half the pipe was missing. So we filled it with foam and had to sand it back out. And that little spot on the right of the screen, that's all solid foam and solid epoxy. But the tool that sands likes to kind of hug that side of the pipe, so it did a little extra right there. But it's all sealed up with epoxy now. You can see like the end of the hole was kind of here. We can only level those holes so much because the pipe kind of goes downhill, so it will only fill to its lowest point. Again, right here, we got another intersection, same issue. Intersection was missing. We came through, we filled, we sanded, we filled, we sanded. So that's got multiple layers of epoxy. It's been filled up. There were some pretty major voids, areas we couldn't even get the camera across at times, and we had to fill before even putting the camera through. We probably had about 4 or 5 spots we had to add foam and sand back down. We had an area we had to sleeve because the pipe was so bad it was falling apart. We had too much dirt. That's a little piece of broken pipe right there that got picked up as we were coating on the final coat. Underneath it, you can see it's got gray under it, so it's got white. That's the 4th layer right there. We picked it up somewhere on the 4th coat, but under you can see gray, so that's got 2 other coats underneath it. And this is just the clean out. There isn't anything really past. There's a vent stack, I'm not sure, right there. That is the last thing that comes in. That comes down from the 2nd floor, catches the master bath. So this is basically a dry section of pipe right here that comes to the clean out. And then you can see the epoxy comes all the way out to the wall. So the pipe has been coated totally from end to end. That's everything on this line. We'll get to the kitchen next.